First of all, the name of our company is Tico Solutions, which defines its functionality and approach of the same. Starting with the first part of the name, this refers to information and communication technologies, followed by the intermediate part that refers to operating systems, and finally the last part to solutions. So a good way to define the company name will be Computer Solutions. The mission of our enterprise is to be a company dedicated to providing solutions in different aspects, such as IT and technology, creating web pages, developing applications for mobile devices, creating and managing databases, maintaining computer equipment and home automation, offering a global solutions to the companies and private users. The vision of our enterprise is positioning itself as a recognized software development company and software solutions, which can handle contemporary and future technologies, always offering the best quality, highlighting originality and innovation. We have our organization chart of the company, in which the project leader stands out, which is me, Jesus, followed by the designer named Alvaro. Then there is the programmer Mariela, and finally the database administrator and documenter Carlos Javier. I will introduce myself. I am the leader of the project called Jesus. I am in charge of managing all the operation corresponding to the project, in addition to starting or stopping the development process, as well as pointing out any risk of the project.
I am the designer. The designer is responsible for creating a system that helps them meet the objectives set by stakeholders, ensuring that the system meets the characteristics of usability, navigability, interactivity, and accessibility.
The programmer is the one who defines and maintains the source code of one or more components, ensuring that each component implements the correct functionality.
As a database administrator, I am responsible for collecting, classifying, and safeguarding information in an organized manner.
General objective. The general objective is develop an intelligent lock with an help of Arduino Uno port, with the intention of having a better control of the people who enters to the laboratory labs in the UTD, in addition to keeping the digital record of everything that happens inside the classroom according to the ISO 9001 to 2015 standard. The first one is implement the access control to LabSol. The second one is prepare a web page in which the necessary information according to the logbook of Safe Classroom and to the ISO 9001 to 2015 standards. The third one is generate a mobile application which the user are controlled the access to LabSol and they can fill the blog with the mobile application. And the last one is provide a user manual for both the access controller system for the online log. Scope and limits. The scopes. The first one is standardize the use of home automation in the UTD. The second one is develop this system in other laboratories from the UTD. The third one is enter in the local market, offering this and other project to the companies. The limits. A learning curve. This is hard and difficult to adapt to use these technologies. And need a constant quality of internet for this project. Ignorance of home automation and for the personnel and the staff, us. High cost of the materials and complex installation and implementation.
The first thing that was done was the requirements analysis, as it is the most important when developing custom software. In this case, the user requirements, the technical requirements, and finally, the functional requirements were taken into account. After having the requirements, the website was developed and based of different user rules. These rules contribute to making web application more useful for users, as well as making them visually attractive and orderly. After having the website made, it was proceeded to assemble to Smart Look, which was really one of the simplest steps since there is a lot of documentation of the internet to support us. There were some complications as several of the components of the circuits burned. However, it was assembled after a few days.
According to the general objective, the project was fully achieved, since from the beginning it was stipulated that only the online blogging and the smart log will be developed, which in the end is to what was arrived.
The website has different sections. In the first of them, you can see information about the product, our customers, and a form to contact our company. Then, when logging in, you must enter a username and a password. In this case, the user is a teacher, therefore, it is only possible to generate and modify logs. On the other hand, if the user is an administrator, he will be able to add and modify not only logs, but also users of the site. The log only opens if the card is registered, otherwise an alarm will go off. The system can have an unlimited number of valid cards if it is required. Each LabSol teacher or administrative employee has their own card. Now, a demonstration of how the smart log works. For this test, an attempt is made to open the log with a card that has not been registered in the system. This is done a few times. Later, the attempt is made with a card that is registered, managing to open the lock.
The elaboration of this project represents a great learning experience for all team members, both because of the difficulty of the project and the current situation. It is hoped to be able to apply the knowledge learned in the future and earn money for it.